The future of Philippine basketball is being built right here, one game at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We are live from the MetPark Sports Center in the heart of Pasay City. This is the 2025 National Developmental Sports League Basketball Series. And we're in our last game of the day. And what better way to end this day with a 25 and under matchup this time. The MLQU Stallions will go up against the San Gabriel Seraphs. And we're in for a treat, of course, as this is both school-based teams. Of course, for sure, we're gonna expect some high-intensity, organized basketball. As once again, this is Cholo Pangilinan covering alongside Coach Noy Africa and our courtside reporter, Jana Zaplan, which we'll be turning it over to for a pre-game report.
Winless but not hopeless, Stallions and Seraphs face off today with something to prove. It's a battle where every hustle play matters and where one team will finally leave the court with that long-awaited first win. Now handling it to Ryan Pajaro to start our last game.
What energy showcased by the Ryan Pajaro, our game announcer. And of course, the bench of San Gabriel, a full house. On the other side, only 4 players on the bench for MLQU. So for San Gabriel, their head coach Marcos Henas is not feeling well and is under the weather. So for this game, Coach Gabe Avellino will be the one calling the shots alongside assistant coach Jay De La Serna. And on the other side, for MLQU, it's former Stallion, Coach Joshua Nicolas. So let's see who shall escape with the win. As the first possession of the game belongs to San Gabriel. Let's see if they can plant their flag for the first points of the game.
Right now, just looking at the benches of these two teams, looks like the Seraphs are really raring to go, while MLQU looking all calm and collected on their bench.
Meanwhile, the Seraphs, though, are missing the services of Nash Curitana due to high fever. So the likes of Ryan Torres, Adrian Celis will have to step up. Meanwhile, MLQU a chance to plant their own flag for the first bucket of the game. Bailon will try it from deep. No good for RK. So San Gabriel will gain possession.
And right now the referees telling the Seraphs bench to calm down.
I mean, good energy is, you know, beneficial for your team, but perhaps too much is bad.
Yeah, but within the confines of the law, so to speak.
So here comes the Seraphs. A chance to mark their territory. Turnover by Torres. And the Seraphs will pressure. Defense chance being heard from the bench. Dino will bring it down. Diniega outside. Enciso having a hard time going inside. Bailon to Dino again. He'll try for three. That's what Gabby Dino can do.
Well, he is the resident gunner for the MLQ Stallions. He can really light it up from the outside.
But no Jadi Antonio for this game. Who I believe was the scoring champ of the NASCO Season 21. Torres, still no bucket for the Seraphs. But they will press. Bailon escapes Torres. Bailon attacks. Bailon, no good. Here they go, Torres in transition. Finally, the full house of the San Gabriel Seraphs can now sit.
Almost a steal for them.
Tapped away. It was Domingo getting a hold of it. 15 to shoot for the Stallions. Bailon will send it out. Had a great game, of course, against St. Clair. Meanwhile, stolen. Intercepted by Enciso, but that's out of bounds.
Well, it's good to see MLQU coming out with a lot of energy, but so far quite unproductive for both teams as they've only combined for 5 combined points in the first 3 minutes of our game.
So here goes the Seraphs setting up a play again. Mid-range jumper won't work. Rebound by Diniega. In transition, here's Gabby Dino. Stops and pops. Won't work. Diniega one more time. 2 freebies coming up for Renzo Diniega.
So far, good activity coming from Diniega, controlling the defensive rebound on one side and getting an offensive rebound on this side.
Again, head coaching the Stallions is former Stallion Joshua Nicolas. Was actually still eligible to play last season, but chose to head coach the team instead. What a bold choice.
I'd have to agree with you on that. I'm pretty sure he has already second-guessed and probably evaluated if that was the right move for him.
But as you can see, he's still there, so
So I guess he made the right choice
Yeah.
for himself.
maybe had moments of doubt, but right now committing to that job. As the Seraphs will miss one more time. Dino against Altarejos. Short on that attempt. Altarejos to his cutting teammate. Basket and one. Jester Aguinaldo cutting like a blade.
That time, Bailon just got left behind, pushed him from behind, gets the foul.
Jester Aguinaldo will have a chance to shoot a freebie. And in the meantime, we'll be turning it over to our courtside reporter, Jana Zaplan.
Great Reiterating what Cholo said before the game start, Coach Mark Acenos of Seraphs is under the weather, thus assistants Kiko Flores and Gabe Abelino are stepping in to lead. The team dedicates today's game to Coach Acenos, School President Dr. Gabriel Uriarte, and supporters BSW Sportswear and Slam House PH. Alterejos, aka Bebe, one of the team's top scorers, back in action today after recovering from a sprained ankle. Meanwhile, point guard Jester is still not 100% due to a sore knee, and Nash Curitana is out with a fever. After falling short in their last game against Adamson, the team is determined to bounce back, leaning on their motto, maximum effort and being a team-first player. With a rookie-filled roster and just 2 months of preparation, they're relying on unity, heart, and pressure defense to carry them through. Cholo and Coach Noy.
Thank you very much, Jana. And yes, the absence of Nash Curitana will definitely have a bad effect on the Seraphs. But Jester Aguinaldo not feeling 100%, but we saw him a while ago convert an end one into a three-point play.
It's nice to see him playing here, setting up a teammate there, but getting blocked by Julian.
And of course, another coach assisting Coach Gabe Avellino for this one is also sports director, Coach Kiko Flores. Rosedal, too late. A turnover on their side.
Well, we've been treated with a lot of high-scoring games today, and I feel like this game just might not be one of them.
There's a foul called on the Seraphs. I believe that's on La Losa. 5-4. Seraphs hanging to a 1-point lead. Bailon brings it down. Aguinaldo on him. Bailon having a hard time. Bailon still with him. Stolen. Bautista got the ball. This time, Nosedal won't connect. Bautista gets it back. He fades away. There's a foul downstairs. I believe it'll be called on Sean Julian.
That time getting called on the push on Rosedal. That's going to be the second personal for Julian, so one of their bigs already in early foul trouble.
So Coach Kiko Flores will call a timeout right here. They're up by a single point over 3 minutes remaining in Chapter 1. We go back to the action. 1-point lead for the Seraphs. And a chance to extend it. So Jester Aguinaldo will trigger the inbound. Lalosa receives it. But there's a foul against MLQU. Wendell Ramos getting called. No more fouls to give for the boys of Coach Joshua Nicolas. Meanwhile, Bautista receives it outside. Aguinaldo goes left, he attacks. Goaltend call. Or no goaltend, but rather 2 freebies coming up for Jester Aguinaldo.
Well, I heard from the report that he supposedly has a sore knee, but he is playing like he's not injured at all.
First one is good for Jester Aguinaldo. And of course, special shout out to San Gabriel Seraphs President, Dr. Gabriel Uriarte, owner of the whole school, Colegio de San Gabriel Arcangel Incorporated. Here we go. La Losa with the steal. The big guy. Showing some speed. Here we go. In transition. Gabby Dino picks it up. Dino in the middle to Ramos. The mid-range jumper won't work for Ramos. He gets it back. He'll lose it once again. Yosidal brings it down. Aguinaldo to Bautista. Bautista picks it up. Fades away. Rims out. Dino is running. Gabby Dino steps out. Stolen by Aguinaldo. One-on-one, Jester Aguinaldo. Won't work. A very fast-paced couple of minutes. Placido reverse, that's good.
Well, I didn't think he needed to go to the reverse on that one, as he had already an open shot from this side of the rim.
Meanwhile, Fritz Lalosa airballs at 3. New faces incoming. Take another look on that Asi Placido reverse lay-in, another resident gunner for MLQU. And on the court right now, the new faces. Number 9, JM Lauro, and number 10, Adrian Celis. A 9-6 3-point lead for the Stallions. Rather for the Seraphs. As Felizardo, rather the Guzman, getting it. Placido for 3, bingo!
Much needed shot in the arm for MLQU, as Placido with back-to-back baskets.
Celis couldn't convert. 1-point lead only for the Seraphs. De Guzman drops it. Ramos fades away. No good. And Cecil gets it back. But it's out of bounds. Over a minute remaining. Oh, no foul, but... Oh, there's a foul. And there's free throws.
MLQU now in the penalty, so 2 free throws.
Two freebies coming up for the 21-year-old 5'11" small forward from Sorsogon. Lauro will miss that freebie. Is it because I described him?
No, I think he just missed it.
He goes 0 out of 2. Another chance yet for the Stallions to take the lead. Manriza to Ramos, basket and 1. Wendell Ramos a chance to make it a 3-point play. And more importantly, gives his squad the lead.
MLQ has struggled a little bit on offense when the Seraphs have already set up their offense. So one way to beat that is to be able to attack before that defense gets set up.
Enciso gets it back. He fades away. No good for Enciso. Under a minute remaining. Ramos getting called for a foul.
So 2 free throws once again.
That's JM Lauro on the line. Again, a 5'11" small forward.
He would be a pretty good matchup on Joshua Villamor for the Kianzel Believers.
Undersized for sure, but for this game, I think he's holding his own. Lorenzo Deniega checks in. Placido to Manriza. They're having a hard time. Castro to Enciso. Sidestep gets blocked. That was Albino blocking Enciso's shot. Placido outside to Manriza. Enciso outside. Asking for a pick. Castro provides it. Placido again. Inside to Enciso. Manriza goes right. The spin. What a find. What a play for the Stallions.
What patience, just on time for that shot clock.
4 seconds remaining. Aguinaldo dancing outside to Lauro for 3. Bang! Jim Lauro beats the buzzer.
What a way to end the first quarter. As I think they're gonna check this, but I did think he got that shot up on time. Right,
Just to be sure.
right there with 1.5 seconds remaining, got the ball out of his hands.
To 12, the Seraphs hold on to a 1-point lead after that JM Lauro buzzer-beating shot from that right spot. And the Stallions actually also playing very well. Looks like they've met their match finally in this tournament.
Well, there's still a lot of work to be done for both teams, as that's quite the low-scoring first quarter.
Bailon goes left, drops it to Julian. That was a gorgeous feed from Bailon. Julian, a chance to get 2 points from the line.
It's good to see that they've actually tried to activate Julian very early in the game. They're gonna need his presence inside, both offensively and defensively.
First one is good for the 22-year-old Sean Julian. Another look. 2 out of 2 for the big guy. And the lead is back with MLQU. Aguinaldo brings it down. Played a good first period. Bautista from downtown gets it to go.
So the last 2 baskets for the Seraphs coming from the outside, and that's going to help open up the interior defense of the MLQU Stallion.
Bailon the fake. Great sell. Just couldn't finish. Julian. Overpowering shot. Aguinaldo in transition against Dinu. Linkiko for 3. One more time.
3 straight threes. Oh no, that was a long 2. So 8 straight points coming from the perimeter for the Seraphs.
Good enough for a 2-possession lead. Placido going to work. Puts one up. Short, gets it back. The reverse. Altarejos called for the foul.
This is a good ploy for the Stallions to try and pound the paint. I mean, the Seraphs can match up with them height-wise, but they do have the stronger finishers in Julian and Placido.
First one off the mark for Asi Placido. Another weapon MLQU could use. One out of 2. $18-15. 3-point advantage for the Seraphs. Linkiko to Celis. He'll fire for a 3. Bingo! Adrian Celis from downtown.
All of a sudden, all guns ablaze for the Seraphs. 3 threes and 1 long 2, an 11-point cluster for them.
Placido to Julian. Mismatch alert. Mismatch alert.
Great recognition for MLQU having that mismatch and going to it.
Not that time for Celis. Bailon receives it. High pass. Placido inside. No good for Placido. One more time. Cleans up his own miss.
Great strategic decision to pound the ball inside, but on the other end, they do need to close out on the shooters for the Seraphs.
Meanwhile, no good for Altarejos that time. Rebound by Deniega. 2-point lead for the Seraphs. Placido looking to change that. He won't. His teammate getting blocked by Bautista. Celis forward pass. Altarejos in transition with that right hand, left side finish.
Quick attack in transition for the Seraphs, building that 4-point lead.
Asi Placido answering back with a 3.
It's good to see both of these teams finding their offensive rhythm. Only scoring 25 points combined in that first half, and in that first quarter.
Altarejos scoring one more time. 4-point swing for him.
Not much rim protection for both teams.
Julian at the elbow. It's a mismatch, but he didn't take care of it as Bailon won't connect. Celis in transition. Celis stops. Won't score. Bautista gets it back. Still no good. He fights for it. Basket and one. Bautista took him 3 tries. It's worth it.
Just really took sheer force of will for him.
Another look.
Fighting for those rebounds. Eventually on the 3rd try, getting the basket.
Bautista using his height advantage to score an and one and a chance to make it a 3-point play. Three-point play completed for Bautista. Dino, forward dish. Placido drops it. Ramos, no good. Nocedal with a rebound. In transition, Nocedal lost it and turns the ball over.
Great effort coming from Manriza, able to stop that fast break attack for the Seraphs.
Placido with a basketball. Inside find. Great execution for the Stallions.
The interior defense for the Seraphs really just being porous here in the second quarter, allowing too many points in the paint.
Torres back in the game. Outside to Nocedal for a 3. No go. Dino with a rebound. Gabi Dino drops it inside. Forced shot. Traveling for Renzo Deniega.
A good idea for Dino to try and involve his teammates, but he needs to get his scoring already here in the game.
Dino to Deniega, the save. Placido outside, they swing it around. Dino will fire. That's off for Dino. And a foul called on Fritz Lalosa.
Getting called for that hold on that rebound scramble.
Placido outside to Enciso. He'll attack. Enciso. Pinoy step. Won't finish. Deniega. Two freebies coming up for Renzo Deniega. And in the meantime, we'll be turning it over to our courtside reporter, Jana Zaplan.
Coach Joshua Nicolas and the MLQU Stallions are still looking for their breakthrough after 3 straight losses. With some players still on the way and minor tweaks in defensive rotation, the focus remains on building momentum. Manalo na para malaman yung feeling, said Coach Nicolas. The team is definitely hungry for that first win and the spark it could bring. The Stallions are inching closer, but they'll need to lock in on both ends to fully erase the deficit. Cholo and Coach Noy.
Thank you very much, Jana, for that report. And indeed, still a lot of boxes to be checked for the MLQU Stallions if they want this one, if they want this win.
And doing a good job hanging around, only down by just 2 points.
Under 4 minutes remaining. Nosidal inside, Torres. Oh, they lose it. But it'll stay with the Seraphs. So Torres will bring it out. First a timeout called right here by Coach Gabe Avellino. As we'll be back for more action. We go back to the action. 28 to 26, 2-point lead for the Seraphs. 2-4, still a tight game. Still a lot of chances for MLQU to make this even. Right now, the Seraphs a chance to further extend that lead.
8 seconds, 8 seconds to shoot.
Ryan Torres will bring it out. Ramos on him. Inside. Aquino, no good. And here goes Dino and friends. Outside to Manriza. Inside again. They swing it inside back. That's a foul on MJ Domingo.
So far for MLQU, when they remain patient and dump that ball inside the paint, they've gotten a lot of points out of it.
First one goes in for Wendell Ramos. A chance to tie the game. He does. 2 out of 2 for Wendell Ramos.
The game is now tied at 28 with 3 minutes remaining in the first half.
Nosidal attacks left. Baseline drive, sends it out. The shot, that's a miss. Manriza, high pass to Enciso. Fumbled by MLQU. In the meantime, the Seraphs still won't score. They get it back. Aquino, stolen by Enciso. Manriza is running. High pass. Ramos this time greatly bothered. Seraphs pull the rebound down. Aquino running the race. Sorry miss for Aquino. Nosidal to Torres. Finally, the Seraphs get 2 points.
Right now, both teams really need to be a little more patient on offenses. Everything gets easier as the shot clock winds down.
Dino off the mark with a 3. Ryan Torres splitting the defense. Almost lost it though. Outside. To the side. Now inside. Stolen. And Ciso, easy 2 points.
Credit have the basket for Manriza, able to get that outlet pass on point and on delivery.
Torres. To Aquino at the elbow. He fades away. That's short. Possession stays.
Okay, Milo. And it is not in 5 passing position going to Seraphs.
Plateau substitution for the Seraphs.
These two teams not giving an inch to one another as the game is currently tied at 30.
For Coach Joshua Nicolas, RK Bailon checks in. Celis attacks left, loses it, sends it out. In and out. Foul call right there. So going to the line is Magsisi.
13 foul,
So the game continues to be a slow grind to the finish.
First one is no good for the 5'9" point guard from Bulacan. Two out of two for Carl Magsisi.
Full court pressure continuing to be implemented by the Seraphs.
Castro, high pass, Ramos. Won't fall. Here goes Aguinaldo to Celis in transition. Celis. Still no good. And a foul called on the side of MLQU.
That's going to be the fourth team foul for MLQU. Pretty much both teams now in the penalty for the remaining 50.9 seconds of the first half.
Palacido checks in. Magsisi for three. Short. Altarejos climbing up the ladder for the putback.
Very sneaky athleticism.
On the attack, De Guzman to Placido. The miss. Here goes the Seraphs in transition. What just happened?
I think he lost his footing.
Hopefully it's all okay.
Could be an ankle issue for Lemuel Diaz.
Shot clock is down. The attack, the spin, the shot. Aguirre showing some moves.
You like that kind of energy after converting on one end, able to stop an early offense attempt for MLQU.
Timeout called by Coach Joshua Nicolas. Perhaps one last chance to draw up one last shot. We'll be back for more action. We go back to the action under 5 seconds remaining. MLQU a chance to put up one final shot. Perhaps to make this one possession. Dino gets it. Offensive foul. Coach Joshua Nicolas is in disbelief.
Legal screen for Castro. Holding on to the defender, trying to challenge Dino.
Aguinaldo. Celis gets blocked. At the end of the first half, 35-38 our score. The Seraphs holding on to a 5-point lead. Let's take a look at our move of the game. The spin move coming from Blue Aguirre. And he's loving that one. Another angle. Again, the big guy showing some fast moves. Not every day do you see that. That is our move of the game. Again, 5-point lead being handled by the Seraphs. We'll be back for more. at the half. It's 35-30. 5-point gap in favor of Colegio de San Gabriel Arcangel Seraphs. And again, what a quarter it has been for them. A lot of good sequences, a lot of momentum shifting possessions. But MLQU again, that experience of how many years already competing in arguably the top 3 best collegiate league in the Philippines. And of course, their head coach, a former player as well. So that's going to spice up their chemistry even more. And perhaps the reason why they are still at par with their opponents.
Well, so far in that, especially in the first quarter, very low scoring. Only 13 points for the Seraphs, for the Stallions 12 points. But in the second quarter, better production for both teams. Seraphins finishing with 22, MLQU finishing with 18. That's why the Seraphins still holding on to this 5-point advantage. Leading scorers for the Seraphs, it has been a team effort. Denver Bautista with 6. And then you have Altajeros with sneaky athleticism getting some points inside with 6. Jester Aguinaldo, even with a sore knee, able to contribute 5 points. While for MLQU, you've got Placido, the only player in double digits, already with 10. While Wendell Ramos, the big man, with 6 points.
So to start this period, it's going to be the Seraphs with possession. As Celis overcooks the shot. Bautista out of nowhere. Altarejo still no good. Celis still not falling for the Seraphs. But you gotta love the effort.
Multiple shots in one possession for the seemingly smaller Seraphs.
RK Bailon searching for options. Goes left. 7 to shoot. Bailon nowhere to go. Stolen by Altarejos. Bautista grabs it. Bautista, 2 points.
Token resistance coming from Sean Julian, who already has 3 fouls.
Placido inside. Foul on Denver Bautista.
That will mean more free throws. In the first half, MLQU went 8 out of 11 from the free throw line for 73%, while the Seraphs 6 out of 10, both teams getting into the penalty in both quarters of the first half.
First one goes in for Asi Placido. A chance to get himself in a good groove. And so far, it only has been the likes of RK Bailon and Steven Dino producing for them. 2 out of 2 for Asi Placido. Altarejos hands it off. Bautista almost lost it. Altarejos again, crossover move. Nowhere to go. They'll send it out to Aguinaldo. Bautista getting fouled just before the shot clock expires.
Denver Bautista able to take off with one leg, able to still fish for a foul. More importantly, he gets a foul on Julian. That will be 4 now for the big man of the MLQU Stallions.
A very lanky Denver Bautista. As I describe him again, in any way positive, even the slightest bit, he will miss that free throw. Sacramento on its way. He'll go 0 out of 2. A foul called on Yuki and Siso. So our officials will take another look.
That's a really bad instance for MLQU. That was a miss for Bautista. No one even there to go for the rebound for the Seraphs. And think Enciso will be called for a foul with a possible upgrade.
Almost 2 minutes passing by our Chapter 3 and our Commissioner Sir Joel Ngo taking a look along with our officials for this game. Just making sure, again, our players don't do anything extracurricular. Props to them for having eagle eyes when it comes to those kinds of matters. Again, on your screens, that's Sir Joel Ngo, our commissioner of the basketball series.
He is not covering the game. He just might look like to be a part of the panel. He has greater responsibilities than us.
So an official review right here. So Celis and Enciso developing some color.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be called for technicals, I guess.
So Celis getting called for an unsportsmanlike foul. Oh, so two of them getting called for unsportsmanlike fouls.
Is a double unsportsmanlike foul. Person number 10 of Adrian Celis of CDSGA. And unsportsmanlike
Well, to be honest, I've seen worse. But then again, the referee is just not allowing anything untoward happening.
That's a good way to impose, of course, first and foremost, authority in the game. And to impose sportsmanship and honest defense, honest basketball in general. So Bailon will bring it down. Placido with the basketball. Bautista on him. Manriza was asking for it. Placido will attack. He'll draw the whistle. 2 free throws coming up for Asi Placido.
Interesting how they give continuation for Placido, as Bautista will be called for his third personal foul, third team foul for the Seraphs.
First one is good for Asi Placido. Three-point lead now for the Seraphs as they have a chance to make it 2 possession. Linkiko attacks. Linkiko drawing a whistle against Gabidinho.
This first whistle, 13 foul.
And the fouls starting to pile up for both teams. 3 team fouls each.
Linkiko at the line. Makes it to a possession. 4-point lead for the Seraphs. The attack by Bailon. Deniega, no good on the mid-range. Aguinaldo is running. Aguinaldo crossover move, hands it off. Denver Bautista, the slender man, getting it to go.
Well, it seems like they're trying to clear a runway for Denver Bautista. Very comfortable operating at high altitude.
Off the mark for Gabidinho. To the corner, Manriza for 3. Bingo!
If I'm not mistaken, that's the first basket for Manriza.
3-point lead still for the Seraphs. Manriza and company will have to step up. Foul downstairs on Renzo Deniega.
Only foul number 54, Renzo Deniega. Dismissal 14 foul and submission. Gilbert Costello for Pennsylvania. 14 seconds up.
Linkiko outside to Altarejos. The spin. Outside Linkiko, mid-range jumper. Too strong. Oh, they get it back. Or at least I thought they got it back, but it's out of bounds. (40-37). Bailon is outside. Dino. Floater. Too short. Castro inside. Losing it, but he's on the floor. MLQU will receive possession.
7 seconds to shoot.
So 7 to shoot for MLQU. Placido will be the one to bring it out. Dino will fire. Jester Aguinaldo brings it down. Altarejos puts one up. Got blocked. Bailon with a rebound. Foul on Bautista.
Well, that is the last foul to give for the Seraphs. Unfortunately, fourth personal foul on Denver Bautista.
That's big. They needed him. Coach Kiko Flores deciding to not gamble this foul situation any longer.
Still very early in the third quarter. Still more than 15 minutes to go in this game.
We're just nearing the halfway mark of our third period. Manriza for three. Off to the right. Bailon has it. So Nosedal getting called for the foul. Two freebies coming up for RK Bailon. Again, had a great outing against Smash Basketball. First freebie is good for the San Mateo Rizal native.
There's too many free throws being given for both teams as it continues to be a grind here at the Met Park.
1 out of 2 for RK. 5 minutes remaining. Stolen. Bailon. Jump shot. No foul call. And here comes Aguinaldo to Celis. The attack. Drops it. Nosedal won't make it.
More free throws coming.
So it's gonna be a slow 4 minutes and 41 seconds. So MJ Domingo checks in the game, same with Wendell Ramos, as David Manriza will be shooting from the line. First one goes in for Wendell, or rather for David Manriza.
Just 4 points in this game so far, but has done a great job setting up his teammates. Already had 5 assists at the half.
It's another deadlock at 40. Aguinaldo brings it down. Dino on him. The handoff to Celis. Almost lost it. Celis goes left. Offensive foul. That's on MJ Domingo.
That's a problem sometimes with those giving the screens. Whenever the screens don't hit, they try to find a way to make it hit.
Dino hands it off to Manriza. 4 minutes remaining. David, nowhere to go outside. Stolen. Aguinaldo in transition, breaks some rubber.
They really don't believe the injury report as Aguinaldo seemingly getting quicker and quicker as the game goes by.
Out of bounds, possession back to the Seraphs. A chance to make this two possession. Aguinaldo too quick, but unable to make them pay. He gets it back though. Celis, jump shot. Still won't fall, gets it back. Oh, what a find. What a series of passes for the Seraphs.
Very unselfish play as a team, ending with that basket from Lemuel Diaz.
Placido, the bump, fades away. On that time, rebound by Domingo. Nocidal in transition. Celis has it. Celis steps back for three. Not that time for Adrian. Foul on MJ Domingo.
At that time called for trying to hold on to Ramos. And he fouls out.
So that's tough. Domingo out of this game.
More free throws.
A chance to cut the lead. First one goes in for Wendell Ramos. Two out of two for Wendell Ramos. And with that, it becomes a 2-point lead. Of course, for the Seraphs. But they have a chance to extend it as Torres directs the offense. Aguirre hands it off to Celis. Diaz, no good. Rebound by De Guzman. He brings it down, trying to find some options. The pick from Ramos. De Guzman running. Out of bounds. Wait a minute, our officials and coaches having some discussions, but looks like they will overturn their call.
Very important for the referees to be decisive about calls because that's when the complaints come in.
Still with MLQU. Airtight defense coming from the Seraphs. Celis bothering De Guzman. Outside to Enciso. The pick from Castro. Enciso nowhere to go. Placido has 3 seconds. He attacks. No good in traffic. And a foul against MLQU. I believe that's on Hubert Castro.
I was going to say the referees allowing the players to play. But yet again, another trip to the free throw line.
Under 2 minutes remaining. So Carl Magsisi checks in for Adrian Celis. At the line is Lemuel Diaz. One of the more taller players of the Seraphs lineup. First one is good. Second one for the big man. What just happened right there?
That has been developing between Aguirre and Ramos even before those free throws were taken.
4-point lead for the Seraphs. Our officials will take a look at the replay. Of course, alongside, again, Commissioner Sir Joe Wilngo. Just to ensure, again, things are clean here. Just to ensure clean basketball in general. So again, Aguirre and Ramos was the subject matter
Going to be a foul on Wendell Ramos. Just sweeping Aguirre aside.
So more freebies coming up. This time it's Blue Aguirre. And if they want to steer away with a lead, they should make their freebies. There you go. First one is good for Aguirre.
I think you have to order them to make those free throws. Let's try that again.
Blue Aguirre should make this freebie. There's the magic.
That thing actually works.
6-point lead now for the Seraphs. Ramos having a hard time. The blitz on him. He's on a cage. Finds De Guzman. Nosidal on him. The fadeaway. De Guzman scores.
Difficult shot, but 2 points nonetheless.
Carl Magsisi drawing a foul.
Well, you'd like to see both of these teams play defense with their feet. It has been just an exchange of free throw trips for both teams.
First one no good for Carl Magsisi. Again, a 21-year-old, 5'9" point guard. Timeout called by Coach Joshua Nicolas. They're trailing by 5 points. We'll be back for more. We go back to the action. 5-point lead for the Seraphs as we have over a minute remaining in Chapter 3 in this very, very long chapter because, again, of the foul situation of both teams.
And an extended version of the third quarter.
And Ciso heavily guarded. Castro up top, trying to search for options. And Ciso changes speed. Wild shot, won't fall. Nosidal grabs the rebound. He brings it down. Finds Diaz outside. It's Magsisi. The pick from La Losa. And Ciso grabs the steal. And Ciso finishes for 2.
One way to get baskets, force turnovers, and attack right away.
It's back to a single possession game. La Losa travels and turns the ball over.
So an opportunity for MLQU to come closer and even tie the ball game at 49.
De Guzman brings it down. Shot clock is off. And Ciso is outside. They set up their offense. The pick from Deniega. And Ciso, he puts one up. He draws the foul.
So back-to-back opportunities were in Ciso just putting his head down, attacking the basket, able to fish for another foul.
First one is good for Yuki and Ciso. 2 out of 2 for Enciso. It's a 1-point game. Ryan Torres to Magsisi. Swiped away. Should have taken the shot. That's the end of the first 3 quarters. 49-41. The Seraphs of San Gabriel holding on to a 1-point lead. And this is far from over. Both teams, no clear-cut winner yet. And we'll be back for more action. Back to the action here for the start of the 4th and final period. 49-48, the Seraphs up by a single-point lead. And this will be the final test for them. For MLQU, it goes the same. That guy, Asi Placido, has been helping the team a lot. But of course, his teammates will have to help him out. Placido getting fooled, but will make that 3-point shot and give MLQU the lead.
That's now 17 points now for Placido, leading the way for MLQU.
That's a foul. Then Diego getting called for that one. First team foul of MLQU this period. Aguinaldo back in the game. Against fellow number 25, De Guzman. Foul called on Lauro De Guzman.
And once again, those fouls starting to pile up. Second team foul now for MLQU.
Another chance. Rebound. Diaz saves it. Oh, Aguinaldo was there to pick it up. He gets blocked. Diaz keeps it alive. Inside to Linkiko. He puts one up. Stellar defense from MLQU.
The story of the third quarter, the free throws for MLQU. They went to the line 12 times, made 11. For the Seraphs, went to the free throw line 10 times, made 6. So we're hoping that these players will be allowed to play more here in the fourth quarter and not to have an elongated fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, De Guzman in traffic cuts through the noise, makes it a 4-point lead as the Seraphs set up their offense. They sort out their cards. Linkiko goes left, the spin. He drops it. Possession stays with the Seraphs.
So let's see how resilient the Seraphs are, as it's now MLQU with the advantage, 53-49.
Diaz was looking for a foul. Our officials didn't give him one. As De Guzman is running. Inside pass. 6-point lead for the Stallions.
Back-to-back great plays coming from De Guzman. Penetration earlier this time with the feed to Ramos.
Aguinaldo. Offensive foul coming from Diaz.
So that's the third straight positive play coming from De Guzman, this time able to fish for an offensive foul. And his prize, he gets subbed out.
So Bailon and Dino checks back in for MLQU. And Bailon will be the one to see the options from outside. Bailon hands it off. Gabby Dino. Outside again, Bailon for a three. Short. Dino gets it back. Placido will try. Won't hit. Rebound pulled down by Altarejos. He is running. Great find to Celis. Celis will fumble that chance. Gabidinho thought about the three. Outside Placido. Back to Dino. He'll fire one. Won't fall. It's still with MLQU.
Well, Dino has been quiet after hitting a three earlier, has missed all of his shots ever since.
Placido looking for an option. Outside to Bailon. Crossover move. Inside, losing it. Turns the ball over.
So again, MLQU looking for that knockout punch to try and take this game away.
Celis for three. Bingo!
That's
Much
not,
needed three ball.
that's not gonna help. Allowing a wide open three for Celis.
It's a 4-point gap. Nothing to be happy about. Placido goes right. The pick from Ramos. Wendell Ramos try to pass it inside to Renzo De Niega, but it's intercepted.
7 seconds shot clock, 7 seconds.
Only a 3-point lead for the Stallions as we have over 5 minutes remaining. Nearing the halfway mark of our fourth period. Coach Gabe Avellino addressing concerns to our table officials. On the other side, Coach Joshua Nicolens used that time to write up a play.
I think they have some issue with the game clock.
So it's just getting fixed. I believe it's the one not seen on your screens. Or is it though? As Coach Gabe Avellino is talking to one of our officials. Hopefully it all gets sorted out. But right now, again, it's still being fixed. So our officials address the concern to Sir Joel Ngo at the sideline. So the score is officially 55-52. I believe there was over 5 minutes remaining for the official time. I just don't remember the exact time. Our officials just trying to fix that.
Oh, I believe the shot clock was reset to 14 when there should have been just 7 seconds remaining. So I think that has already been sorted out or not.
Hopefully it will be. So it's taking longer than expected. Hopefully, again, we're able to sort these things out. As slowly but surely you can see the Met Park getting a lot of people inside.
7 seconds shot clock, 7 seconds to shoot.
So there you go, 7 seconds to shoot for the Stallions. Placido will be the one to trigger the inbound from under the basket. Dino trying to get free. He gets it. Bailon is outside. They have 4 to shoot. Dino to Placido. Great find. And he shoots. And Placido staring down the bench. And with that, he's going to get teed up.
All players, please proceed to the shooting of their respective benches.
And with that, there's going to be a review as well. Placido pleading his case. Same goes with Joshua Nicolas, their coach.
But again, the importance of being able to control your emotions. You just hit a big shot, possible momentum swing to your side, and now a potential call for taunting, which could mean a free throw for the Seraphs. So essentially your three-pointer, if they convert from the free throw line, can be negated with even just making the technical free throw and converting on the other end.
6-point lead for the Stallions. So our officials have the final verdict of what really happened. But the initial call was a technical foul on Asi Placido, number 11 for MLKU.
It's a technical foul on MLKU, number 11, Asi Placido for taunting. First person.
That is a technical foul. Technical freebies will be shot. Looks like it'll be Bebe Altarejo's shooting.
Technical free throw for Bebe Altarejo.
And Bebe gets it to go. Another look on what happened. Again, Placido having fun with it, but you know, too much fun is bad. Too much of everything is bad.
Well, actually, it's okay. Just make sure you don't get caught.
That's always the issue. That's always the rule.
But you do that in front of the referees, you're definitely gonna get caught.
Do that in front of the cameras? Maybe.
Maybe try to do that in front of us so you don't get teed up.
So the Seraphs down by 5, 2-possession game. Aguinaldo and friends will bring it down. Bailon checking on him. Linkico outside, hands it off to Celis. They try for a 3. Short. Altarejo gets it back. He'll get blocked by Daniega. Dino, no good. Altarejo gets a hold of it. Bebe. He'll get fouled. Another chance for the Seraphs to narrow this gap down.
Well, that time for Altajeros just putting on the blinders, going straight to the basket. Had no intention of passing on that opportunity.
But the first freebie rolls out. At this point of the game, free throws are non-negotiable. Second one goes in for Bebe. Bailon to Dino. Passes it to the wrong guy. Aguinaldo this time, out to Altarejos. He'll try for a 3. Bingo! Bebe Altarejos looking to be the hero for the Seraphs.
It's Bebe take overtime for the Seraphs.
Bebe buckets. Meanwhile, Gabidinho stolen by Celis. Here comes the air Celis in transition. Not the best game for him, but when it matters the most, he will deliver, giving the Seraphs finally the lead, 59-58. With over 4 minutes remaining, another look on that three-point shot from Bebe buckets. And on the other side, Celis. Great anticipation, and Air Celis won't disappoint. We'll be back for more. We go back to the action, 59-58. Bailon walks the dog as the Seraphs hold a 1-point lead thanks to that Adrian Celis getaway. Manriza inside to Deniega, the fake. MLQU grabs it back.
This time MLQU going back inside the paint where the advantage has come from.
Stolen by Ramos. Retrieved by Bautista. And that's in for Denver, Bautista.
He has been a forgotten man, especially here in the second half after committing his 4th personal foul. And it's now time for the fresh legs of Denver Bautista to help his team get this victory.
Placido to the left side, Manriza. Further left to Bailon. Manriza again. They swing it around. Placido for a 3. Bingo! Big time shot from Placido.
And remember, after that 3 earlier, the technical foul called on him was the momentum shift for the Seraphs, and now he's trying to get that one back.
What passing coming from the Seraphs. Celis to Aguinaldo to Bebe inside.
It's Bebe time.
Bebe time indeed. I like that one. Placido, a chance to take the lead. Bailon, thought about the 3 outside Placido. Back to Bailon. Kaboom! RK Bailon puts MLQU up by 3.
I believe that's his first field goal of the game, and what a time to come for RK Bailon.
Bebe attacks. No good. Bautista was there.
You see the frustration on the face of Placido. He was able to hold his own, containing Altajeros, but no one there to box out.
Placido outside. Manriza to Bailon. Outside again. Placido. We're in the twilight zone.
Great find.
Foul committed by the Seraphs. 2 freebies coming up for Renzo Deniega.
Smart decision for Placido, knowing that the Seraphs will be closing out on him. Was about to pull up for that free throw line jumper. Decided to drop it off to Deniega, who will now have an opportunity to extend the lead for the Stallions, which is currently at 1 point.
Perhaps a much more comfortable cushion. But he will miss fire on that first one. Second one coming his way. At least a chance to put his team up by 2 points. Hill goes 0 out of 2. Julian was there. No boxing out from the Seraphs.
But again, that advantage for MLQU, that height advantage coming into play again. Getting the offensive rebound is Julian.
First one goes in for Julian. And perhaps to give them a safer lead. He'll go 0 out of 2. Again, the boxing out is non-consistent for the Seraphs.
This is reviewable in the last 2 minutes. There's no need to ask for a review. This is automatic under the last 2 minutes, but I feel like it's going to stay with MLQU.
So our officials, again, making sure.
Upon review, possession for the MLK Stallions.
So possession stays with the Stallions. Two-point lead for them, a chance to extend it. And perhaps eat some time off the clock.
The 11th second shot clock.
11 to shoot for Placido and friends. Outside is Asi. Hands it off to Bailon. Hit a big 3 earlier. He'll hit one more time. Kaboom! RK Bailon. Eyes in his veins.
Well, I thought he hit that from the 4-point line.
Able to answer back is the slender man, Denver Bautista.
That's now 15 points for Denver Bautista.
It's a 2-point game. Bailon to the left spot. Manriza back to Bailon. Manriza again. Inside Julian. He'll attack. Gets blocked by Bebe. And because we're under the 2-minute mark, there will be a review of the last play.
And again, that should stay with MLQU. But you like how MLQU choosing to go for the high percentage shot in that possession, getting the ball inside to Julian. Everyone pointing into different directions, but I'm pretty sure that will stay with MLQU after that block.
Over a minute remaining. We'll take another look just to confirm things. There you go, that's the replay. Bebe getting the block. MLQU getting it back. Bailon outside to Placido. 5 to shoot. Bailon fades away. RK Bailon with a grenade.
After only scoring a single point in the first 3 quarters, he has hit on some big baskets here.
Meanwhile, Bautista forced the issue. It's a 5-point game. Manriza to Bailon. He has been big. Crossover move. It's still with him. They burn some time. Bailon sizing up. Almost a make. Bautista grabs it back. Outside, Aguinaldo. Inside, too strong. Julian grabs the rebound. Julian Keiko getting called for the foul.
And the monster effort from Julian, being able to grab that rebound around 2 or 3 Seraphs within the vicinity. So he will go to the free throw line and should be able to ice this one.
24.9 seconds remaining. 2 freebies coming up for Sean Julian, the premier big man of MLQU. First one is good for the 22-year-old.
It's been very consistent from the free throw line. I hope I don't regret saying that.
He should put this in. That worked. So a 7-point insurance for the side of MLQU. On the other hand, pressure starting to build up for the Seraphs. But it's still possible. Again, we saw Denver Bautista hit some big shots. Same with Bebe Altarejos. Here they go. Altarejos will fire. Too strong. Denver Bautista dives for it out of bounds. Another review. Just to be sure. 13 seconds remaining.
But I think everyone on the floor knows that it will stay Seraphs basketball.
Our officials just staying true to the rule book. Props to them. Making this fair for everybody. So it's back with the Seraphs. Carl Magsisi sends it out. Who will send it out? He's at the baseline. Bautista trying to get free. Altarejos will fire for a three. That's off. They get it back. Torres, no good. Bautista puts it back in. It's still a 5-point game. Placido receiving it. And that'll do it. The Manuel L. Quezon University Stallions get their first dub of the NDSL Basketball Series 25 and under tournament. And on the other hand, a heartbreaking loss for the boys of Coach Kiko Flores. That's gotta hurt. Before this game, he told me if they lost this one, they're gonna go home and have a training session.
So it looks like they're gonna have a training session after all. But again, in that first half, they were able to regain control already of the ball game, but allowed MLQU to creep back in. And late in the game, aside from those big baskets coming from Placido, Bailon also with those crucial baskets down the stretch.
And because of those shots, that is our move of the game. Bailon with a big-time grenade. Seeking that one home for our move of the game. That is our final score. A close 75-70 win. Again, MLQU earning this one. And for our player of the game, it's no other than number 11. Finding his place is Asi Placido. Big-time shot after big-time shot. He has been the hero MLQU needs. And we'll turn it over to our courtside reporter, Jana Zaplan, for our best player of the game interview.
Beside me is number 11, Placido, with 23 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 points. Ikaw, ang daming nangyari sa laro nyo, intense yung laban, hinabol nyo hanggang sa 4th quarter, shooting 3 points, 2 points. Ano yung nararamdaman mo and how did you keep that energy up until the last?
Tiwala lang lagi sa mga tira at kumpiyansa. Pati salamat sa mga teammates ko, sa coaches ko na nagtitiwala sa mga tira ko. Yun, at sa pagtutulungan namin.
Ano sa tingin mo yung ilulook forward nyo since ito yung unang panalo nyo sa liga na to?
Nahiya ako. Ulit nga din.
Ano yung nilook forward mo or ano yung paghahandaan nyo pa sa susunod na liga lalo na ito yung una nyong panalo?
Magsisipag pa kami lagi sa pagtitraining, pati yung kulang pa kami sa depensa. Ngayon, masaya kami at ito ang una namin panalo.
Of course, congratulations, Placido, for your first win and of course to your teammates. Would you like to say thank you to anyone?
Thank you sa coaches namin. Kahit late sila pumunta, nanalo pa rin kami. Okay lang yun po.
Ayun, congratulations once again and back to you, Coach Noy and Cholo.
Thank you very much, Jana. That is our best player of the game again. Finding his place on the court is Asi Placido, leading MLQU into this big-time 75-70 W, and have signed our official basketball of the NDSL basketball series, Spalding. There you have it. And for our game schedule this Monday, May 26, 2025, still here in the Met Park Sports Center. 4 games coming your way. So 3 games in the 25 and under division, and the last match between the Red Cubs and Smash Basketball in the 19 and under tournament. So there you have it. That wraps up our day for today. All 6 games done and dusted. Hope you had a good time, and of course, on a Monday, if you're free, better check us out here in the Met Park Sports Center. Once again, this has been Cholo Pangilinan, Coach Noy Africa, and Jana Zaplan at the sidelines. And this is the one and only National Developmental Sports League Basketball Series.